Dee, it's a terrible day today. It's gonna tornado. Why'd you take me surfing? So let's go work on Rob's truck.
And I got myself a gearbox, a Turbo 700. Well, I've taken the steering column out and about to pull 4 outlast bolts here. And now the lower part of the floor comes out. And for those that don't know, this is where the gearbox goes. I put the engine on some jack stands to get it to the height I wanted, then threw the gearbox in. At this point, I'm really happy where everything's sitting, and it's time to make some brand new engine mounts. I started by making some 3mm plates in the shape of the chassis with the engine mount guides. So I've removed the old engine mounts, which were really only temporary anyway. And it'll have a plate, which you saw on the other side. It'll go there. And this. Right here. After tacking the engine mounts up, it was onto some welding. Now it's on to the other side. I also made up some gussets and welded them in, as well as welding in the pipe where the bolt goes through. Here are the engine mounts G-clamped into place. Now it's time to make a gearbox crossmember. This is what I mocked up. We just have to weld it all together. And this time, we're going to TIG it together. Instead of MIGging it together, it'll just look better. At this point, it was time to move on to the doors. Here I am welding in a section that I hadn't finished from a previous episode. And here I am welding up the standard holes in the doors where the original hinges went through. But I'm not using original 34 hinges. We're using the linisher here to grind out a section in the door where the new hinges go. This will give us a little bit more room to weld, and we'll be able to grind the weld back. It'll look a lot neater. At this point, it was time to put the engine mounts in, but I didn't want to commit to welding them in and decided just to bolt them in. But to do this, I had to take the engine out and put the engine back in again. Here's a shot of the gearbox crossmember, all bolted in. So now I'm working out how the transmission tunnel is going to be cut. This was a long drawn out process and I had a few different ideas, but I wanted to dummy everything up first. I used some masking tape, some cardboard, all sorts of things, till I got to my final decision. hate it when this happens. I'll put some braces in the floor, ready for the sheet metal. I haven't finished welding the floor yet. What I'm doing here is just dummy fitting it to make sure nothing's moved. And it all looks good, so it's time to come back out again and do some more welding. I'm tigging up the last section of the floor here. Although it's a long piece, it's not an important piece, and it'll give me some practice with my TIG welding.